Hey there, it's Tony Gillard. I wanted to get some information out to you. I put together this email just to respond to kind of the massive inflow of refinance requests. Thank you so much for reaching out. I just wanted to give you some accurate market information, what's going on, what to expect, and also just setting expectations on follow-up. My team and I both are sequestered, if you will, working from home in the home office, home isolation. So bear with us. We're working on things for you, and we'll get information back to you. But I wanted to provide a little bit of ease in urgency. I know that the Fed, just dropped the rate to zero, and people immediately reached out. Hey, let's refinance. That Fed rate is the interbank rate. It's the overnight bank rate where banks lend money to other banks. It's a one-day term, and that has some effect on short-term financing like car loans, credit cards, but zero direct impact to mortgage rates. However, one of the steps that the Fed took over the weekend is committing to buying $400 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities. And that's something that is going to help with mortgage rates here in the medium term. Short-term, mortgage rates have spiked. There's another number of contributing factors to that, some of which is kind of a massive inflow of refinance volume over the last couple months, really beginning in December timeframe. Culminating with a massive sell-off and continued volatility as the irrational behavior in the stock market kind of takes a hold. And so I wanted to go through just really briefly the charts. But here's what my recommendation is to clients right now, which is don't lock in. We're floating. Rates don't make sense right now. They will. All these things that the Fed is committing to doing. And as the market settles and we kind of moderate through the impact of this coronavirus, things are going to continue to improve and stabilize. And what I'm advising clients is to get an application in, kind of built a system around getting an application in, identifying opportunity where a rate makes sense, and having everything in line prepared so that when the market does settle back in to where analysts and us expect rates to be kind of in that low threes, low to mid threes, depending upon what the purpose of your mortgage is, then we're ready to wrap up quickly, take advantage of this opportunity. I do believe it's coming back. It may even happen sooner than we think, so I think it's important that we get application information in and we get everything teed up to lock and wrap up. So let's get into the market here really quickly. I've talked a little bit about this in past videos. Mortgage rates are based on a mortgage-backed security, a mortgage bond. They trade just like stocks do every single day, so there can be market fluctuations within the day, and we've seen a lot of that lately. Each of these sticks represents a day of trading. So you can see, like, on a day like this, these days here, there was very little movement. And then on days like this, there's just dramatic, volatile movement. Up is good for rates and down is bad for rates. So here's what happened was we've been on this nice, smooth, kind of linear trend of improving rates. And then the coronavirus kind of started surfacing a bit more in the US, and the resulting sell-off in the stock market. Typically what happens is when there's a sell-off or uncertainty or fear in the stock market, that money moves to the safety of bonds, mortgage-backed securities, and treasuries. And that's what we saw right here. We saw a massive selling off in the stock market. This is where it began. And that money was flowing into mortgage-backed securities, which culminated last Monday, where the market began here at 103.50, a little bit above that. And then sharply within that day, essentially panic, investors just started taking all the chips off the table. So what that's resulted in is this market volatility that's just absolutely abnormal, crazy, and frankly, mortgage lenders aren't reacting quickly, this isn't translating to rate sheets. And so if we take a look at the Dow, just a month ago we were at this 29,300 area here, and now we're under 20,000. Just unbelievable loss in the stock market that would normally flow to the safety of bonds, but this irrational behavior has pretty much everyone panicked. So again, I think the key is that this opportunity is going to come. I think it's going to make tremendous sense. We'll get applications going now. We will have things teed up and ready to go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Maybe give us a little bit of time and some grace as we kind of accommodate all these requests and adjust to this new way of working. We're all working from home, and hopefully you and your families are safe and taking the necessary precautions. I mean, I think that, again, there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'm eager to help and eager to take advantage of these opportunities for you. So stay tuned. I'll put a link for the application. You can do it on your phone really, really quickly. We'll need updated information from you, and that will help my team and I get going and get these things ready to rock and roll. All right. Stay tuned. I'll keep pushing out updates. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook, video updates. So if you're interested, friend me at facebook.com/mymortgageguytony. And looking forward to connecting soon. Thanks so much.